In today's video, I have brought you a very nice problem. So I have drawn this triangle, making the right triangle at the point C, and making this quarter of the circle is passing through the point A, and crossing the BC at the point H prime, making the angle of 15 degrees at the point B. So we call this distance y from C to B, and also this distance equals to this distance because is representing the radius of the circle. Okay, so the question, we are going to determine the radius of this circle. Maybe there is too many different ways you can evaluate this one, so you guys, you can give the try to this problem prior to the solution. Go ahead, pause this video when you come back to see the full solution. Okay, so the most important and useful formula that I'm going to use the trigonometry formulas. Okay, so I have very known formula, which is sine of 2 alpha equals 2 times tangent of alpha is divided by 1 plus tangent square alpha. It's very clear, this one. It's very known formula. You can prove it easily, this one. So we don't have to go through the proof. So I'm simply going to apply this one on this triangle here. Okay, since we have a right triangle, since we have a 15 degrees here, so I can write this one as sine of 2 alpha. By replacing alpha with 15 degrees, I get sine of 2 which is half equals 2 is multiplied by tangent alpha. Tangent alpha is opposite, is divided by adjacent. Opposite, which is r, to r over y, is divided by 1 plus r over y quantity square. Okay, so let's set r over y equals p. Okay, so multiplying both sides by number 4, I get number 1 on the left side. I get 4 p is divided by 1 plus p square. Okay, solving this equation, I get the following. I get in the multiplication, I get here p square minus 4p plus number 1 equals 0. So I'm going to factor out this one. Is giving me p minus number 2 quantity square, p square minus 4p plus number 4. I have only number 1 here, so I'm going to subtract minus 3, so which equals 0. Okay, so I'm going to bring this one at the top here. So I will have two solutions here. I will have p minus 2 equals square root of 3 plus or minus square root of 3. So this one is done as p equals 2 plus square root of 3, or p equals 2 minus square root of 3. Which one is our choice here? So if you take a look at the length of these triangles, is the fraction r over this one is less than number 1. Which one is less than number 1? This one. Okay, not this one. This one is bigger than number 1. So this one is strictly inferior than number 1. So which means this one is a right choice. Okay, so I'm going to take this advantage of this value. So I get here p equals r over y equals 2 minus square root of 3. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to take the advantage of this value and use it in the next step. Okay, I'm going to find another equation which is involving r and y in order to solve the equation system involving two variables r and y. Okay, what's the adequate expression to get us to r and y? I'm going to use this triangle. Since we have this right triangle here, I'm going to use sine. We know sine of 15 degrees equals opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is number 1, is already known, that value is divided by this distance. This distance is y minus r, which is the radius of this circle. So y minus r. So the only thing left is sine of 15 degrees. So we have another relationship between sine and cosine. I get here sine of 30 degrees, which is half, equals 2 times sine of 15 degrees is multiplied by cosine 15 degrees. Okay, then next thing up, I know that sine of 15 degrees equals 1 over y minus r. I'm going to replace this one here. I get half equals 2 is multiplied by 1 over y minus r is multiplied by cosine 15. Okay, we know another formula involving cosine. We know cosine square of 15 degrees equals 1 over 1 plus tangent square root of 15 degrees. So I'm simply going to apply square root on both sides. It's giving us 1 over square root of 1 plus tangent square root of 15. By taking this value and insert it into this one here, I get 1 over y minus r is multiplied by 1 over square root of 1 plus tangent square root of 15. Okay, multiplying both sides by number 2, I got 1 equals 4 over y minus r is multiplied by 1 plus tangent square 15. Okay, I get y minus r. In the other word, y minus r equals 4 over square root of 1 plus tangent square 15. Okay, I'm going to replace tangent 15 with this value, okay, because this one equals tangent of 15, as we mentioned before, because tangent 15 was this distance is divided by this distance, r over y. Okay, so replacing this value into this one to get the following expression, I get y minus r equals 4 is divided by square root of 1 plus 2 minus square root of 3 quantity square. After simplification, I get here 4 plus 3, which is 7, 7 plus 1, which is 8, minus 4 is multiplied by square root of 3. So I'm going to extract, I'm going to multiply number 4 out of this one, then take the square root of 4 is giving us 2. And this number 2 will be cancelled out as well. I get here 2 over square root of 2 minus square root of 3. I'm going to take this value at the top and continue solving this equation. So I know two things. I know this equation and I know this equation. I get y, I have an equation system here. So I'm going to extract y here and replace it into this equation. So here y is giving us r over 2 minus square root of 3. Taking this value and insert it into y here. So I get here r over 2 minus square root of 3 minus r equals 2 over square root of 2 minus square root of 3. Taking r as a common factor here, I get here 1 over 2 square root of 3 minus number 1 equals 2 over square root of 2 minus square root of 3. Okay, simplify this one out. I get minus square root of 3 is multiplied by this one, which is square root of 3, minus number 1 is multiplied by 2, which is minus number 2, plus this number 1, which is minus number 1. Okay, equals 2 over square root of 2 minus square root of 3. Square root of 3 minus number 1 divided by this term, which is 2 minus square root of 3. The nice thing here, I'm going to cancel out this one with this one. So I will be left with r equals 2 over square root of 3 minus number 1. Okay, so I have determined the value of r, which is 2 over square root of 3 minus number 1. Okay, this one has brought us to the end of this video. By the way, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and support the channel. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.